Hello children, welcome back to Social Studies class. In today's class, we are going to learn about new chapter. Do you know children, what is the name of the third chapter? Yes, our third chapter is Movement of the Earth. Children, what is movement of the earth? As you know that the earth has two types of motions. Children, the earth has two types of motions, namely rotation and revolution. Children, in today's class, we are going to discuss about rotation and revolution. See children, the movement of earth on its axis is called rotation. Children, rotation means the movement of earth on its axis. Then the movement of earth around the sun. Children, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. See children, revolution means the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. See children, the earth has two different types of movements. What are they? Yes, they are rotation and revolution. Children, what are the different types of movements of the earth? Yes, the earth has two different types of movements. What are they? Yes, they are rotation and revolution. Children, now let us learn about the movement of the earth in detail. Children, now first we learn about rotation. What is the rotation of the earth? Children, the earth spins around its own axis from west to east. The earth spins or turns. See children, the earth spins or turns around its own axis from west to east. Children, what is meant by spin? Yes, spin means to turn round quickly. What is the rotation? Yes, rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis. Children, the rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis from west to east. Children, the earth rotates in a slantly. Children, the earth rotates in a slanted position. What position? Yes, slanted position as its axis is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. What is tilted? Yes, it is not straight, inclined to one side. Children, what is tilted? It is not straight, inclined to one side. So children, the earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. The spinning of movement of earth about its axis is called rotation. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. Children, the earth takes 24 hours completes one rotation. How many hours to take? Yes, earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation on its axis. This is called one earth day. See children, if you take a bangle and spin it, you will see a faint line. Children, you will see a faint line running through the center. Children, this is imaginary line is the axis. Children, the axis of the earth is an imaginary line. Children, the axis of the earth is an imaginary line that passes straight from the north pole to the south pole through the center of the earth. It is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degrees. See children, the earth takes 24 hours for the earth to complete one single rotation. Children, the earth to complete one single rotation about this axis. Children, what is the rotation of the earth? Yes, the earth spins around its own axis from west to east called rotation of the earth. Then, how long does the earth take to complete one rotation? Yes, the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. Children, the rotation of the earth causes day and night. Now let us learn about rotation causes. The rotation of the earth causes day and night. Children, in our solar system, the sun is located at the center. Children, the sun is located at the center while the earth goes around it. Children, the sun is located at the center while the earth goes around it. Children, look at image. You see, the side of the earth which faces the sun experiences daytime. You see, the side of the earth which faces the sun experiences daytime, while the other side experiences night. Children, the other side experiences night. See children, this cycle of day and night is caused due to the continuous rotation of the earth. Children, already we learned before that lesson, we cannot see the whole of the globe at a time. See children, in a similar way, the sun's light cannot shine. The sunlight cannot shine on the entire earth at a time. Children, look at image. You see, some parts of the earth are light by the sunlight. You see, while the other remain dark. You see, the sides facing the sun has day. Children, the sides facing the sun has day and the other part facing away from the sun has night. Children, the other part facing away from the sun has night. Although it seems like the sun moves across the sky from east to west. The sun moves across the sky from east to west. Children, it is actually the earth which is moving. We see the sun rising in the east and setting in the west due to the movement of the earth. We see the sun rising in the east. Children, the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Children, setting in the west. Children, this is why sunrise occurs earlier in the eastern countries. Children, sunrise occurs earlier in the eastern countries than the western countries. See, in India too, sunrise occurs first in Arunachal Pradesh and sunset occurs last in Gujarat. Children, rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis from west to east. Then the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation and the rotation of the earth causes day and night. Children, now we are going to discuss about revolution. What is revolution? The movement of the earth around the sun. Children, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. See, the earth revolves around the sun in a fixed and elliptical orbit. Elliptical means an oval shape. Children, an oval shape. What is an orbit? Yes, a curved path taken by a planet. Children, a curved path taken by a planet. The orbit of the earth is not circular. It is a elliptical in shape. It means oval shape. The earth's orbit is oval shape. It takes 365 days and 6 hours. It means 365 quarter days. Children, 365 days and 6 hours for the earth to complete one revolution around the sun. The earth takes to complete one revolution around the sun takes 365 days and 6 hours. The earth completes one revolution in 365 days or 1 year. Children, 1 year equal to 365 days. See children, every 4 years this extra quarter day, that means 6 hours, adds up to make one complete day, 24 hours. This is called a leap year. So, we add an extra day called the leap day on February 29. Children, the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution, isn't it? But the calendar shows only 365 days in a year. So, what do we do with the quarter day? See, this quarter of a day is after every year when it becomes a day. Children, it is added to that particular year to the month of February. Thus, February gets 29 days in that particular year. Children, this year known as the leap year. It has 366 days. The leap year has 366 days. Children, the year 2020 was a leap year. Children, can you tell which will be the next 2 leap years? Yes, the next 2 leap years, 2024 and 2028. Children, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. The earth's movement along a fixed orbit around the sun is called revolution. It takes 365 days and 6 hours for the earth to complete one revolution around the sun. But the calendar shows 365 days in the year. Children, 1 year equal to 365 days. Children, the revolution of the earth around the sun in an elliptical path causes seasons. The rotation and revolution of the earth cause seasons. Let us see about revolution causes seasons. The revolution of the earth and its tilted axis causes 4 main seasons. Children, what are the 4 main seasons? Yes, summer, winter, autumn and spring. Children, first one, summer. The summer months are hot and dry. The summer months are hot and dry. The days are long and the nights are short. See children, summer many places, rivers and lakes and dry. Next one, winter season. Children, winter season it is very cold during winter. Then in many places snow falls. Then trees lose their leaves. Children, the winter season, the days are short and the nights are long. But summer season, the days are long and the nights are short. Winter season, the days are short, the nights are long. Next one, autumn season. In autumns, leaves change color and falling from the trees. Autumn season, the days and nights are of the same length. That is, days and nights equal. The weather is pleasant. Children, last one, spring season. During spring season, trees sprout new leaves and flowers bloom after the cold winter months. Children, the weather is mild and pleasant. Seasons are different times or period of the year. They are marked by changes in the climate, temperature and as to daylight. Children, there are 4 seasons in India: summer, winter, autumn and spring. Children, what are the 4 seasons in India? Yes, summer, winter, autumn and spring. Let us look at, children, how seasons are caused. Since the earth is inclined at an angle, the direct rays of the sun fall between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Other places receive indirect sun rays. Children, the direct rays of the sun fall between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Other places receive indirect sun rays. Children, look at image. You see, when the North Pole is inclined towards the sun, the South Pole is inclined away from the sun. See, children, the northern hemisphere receives more direct sunlight. Children, the northern hemisphere receives more direct sunlight and has longer day and shorter night. Thus, the northern hemisphere experiences summer. On the other hand, southern hemisphere has winter. Children, in June, when the earth revolves around the sun, the North Pole is inclined towards the sun, while the South Pole tilted away from it. Due to this, the northern hemisphere received direct sunlight. Children, the northern hemisphere received direct sunlight and experiences summer. At the same time, the sun's rays are less intense in the southern hemisphere and so it experiences winter. Children, the northern hemisphere received direct sunlight and the experiences summer. Then the southern hemisphere received less sunlight. It has experiences winter. See, children, at the position 3. When the South Pole is angled towards the sun and the North Pole is angled away from it, the southern hemisphere receives more direct sunlight. Children, the southern hemisphere receives more direct sunlight and has longer days and shorter nights. This means the southern hemisphere experiences summer, whereas the northern hemisphere experiences winter. See, children, in December, the South Pole is inclined towards the sun. Therefore, the southern hemisphere experiences summer, while the northern hemisphere experiences winter. At the poles, it stays cold throughout the year. Children, at the poles, you see cold throughout the year as they do not receive direct sunlight. Children, do not receive direct sunlight due to Earth's tilted axis, because the Earth is tilted. Children, in summer, there is daylight at the North Pole for 6 months. Summer, there is daylight at the North Pole for 6 months and continuous darkness at the South Pole. Children, continuous darkness at the South Pole. Children, similarly, in winter, there is darkness for 6 months at the North Pole and daylight at the South Pole for 6 months. See, children, seasons north of the equator are the opposite to the seasons south of the equator. It means when it is winter in Europe and United States, it is summer in Argentina and Australia. Children, at position 2 and 4. Both the hemisphere receive almost equal amount of sunlight. Children, both the hemisphere receive almost equal amount of sunlight with the equal day and night. This position marks the seasons of spring and autumn. The northern hemisphere has spring and southern hemisphere has autumn. Children, the southern hemisphere has spring and northern hemisphere has winter. See children, when the two poles are at an equal distance from the sun, the northern hemisphere experiences spring while the southern hemisphere experiences autumn. Children, the exact opposite happens when the northern hemisphere experiences autumn and the southern hemisphere experiences spring. Do you know children which is the longest day in northern hemisphere? Yes, the northern hemisphere the longest day is June 21st. While longest night December 21st. See children, June 21st is the longest day and December 21st is the longest night. Children, you see just opposite. Southern hemisphere, the longest day December 21st and longest night June 21st. The southern hemisphere, longest day December 21st, longest night June 21st. Children, look at image. March 20th and September 23rd are 2 days in a year where the day and night is exactly the same. So, the seasons are defined as spring, March to May, summer, June to August, autumn, September to November and winter, December to February. Children, now let us recall what we learned in this chapter. First we learned rotation and causes. Children, rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis. Children, rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis. Rotation of the earth causes day and night. What is the rotation of the earth? Yes, the earth spins around its own axis from west to east. This movement is called the rotation of the earth. Children, how long does the earth take to complete one rotation? Yes, the earth takes 1 day. That means 24 hours to complete one rotation. Children, what causes day and night on earth? Yes, the rotation of the earth on its axis. Children, the rotation of the earth on its axis causes day and night. Children, next we learn revolution and causes. What is revolution? Yes, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed orbit is called revolution. Revolution of the earth along with its tilt causes seasons. Children, the 4 main seasons of the earth. What are the 4 seasons? Summer, winter, autumn and spring. Children, how long does the earth take to complete one revolution? The earth completes one revolution in 365 days or 1 year. Children, it takes 365 days and 6 hours for the earth complete one revolution around the sun. But calendar shows 365 days in the year. Children, what is leap year? The year which has 366 days is called a leap year. That extra 1 day is added to the shortest month of the year, that is February. Thus, when a year has 29th February in its calendar, children, it is termed as a leap year. This year occurs every 4 years. Children, leap year means it has 366 days. It comes 4 years once. What are the two different movements of the earth? Yes, rotation and revolution are two different movements of the earth. The earth moves in two different ways. Children, the earth spins around itself. About its axis is called rotation. Then the earth moves around the sun in fixed path is called revolution. Children, rotation causes day and night. Revolution causes seasons. There are 4 seasons: summer, winter, autumn and spring. Okay children, now I am going to give book exercise. First Roman, tick the correct option. First question, the movement of the earth about its axis is called dash. Children, the movement of the earth about its axis is called dash. Option A, rotation. Option B, revolution. Option C, orbit. Yes, the answer is option A, rotation. The movement of the earth about its axis is called rotation. Second question, the longest day in the northern hemisphere is observed on dash. Children, the longest day in the northern hemisphere is observed on dash. Option A, December 21st. Option B, March 20. Option C, June 21st. Yes, the answer is option C, June 21st. The longest day in the northern hemisphere is observed on June 21st. Third question, the earth completes one revolution in dash. Children, the earth completes one revolution in dash. Option A, 265 days. Option B, 365 days. And option C, 24 hours. Yes, the answer is option B, 365 days. The earth completes one revolution in 365 days. Fourth question, when the northern hemisphere receives direct sunlight, it experiences dash. Children, when the northern hemisphere receives direct sunlight, it experiences dash. Option A, summer. Option B, autumn. And option C, winter. Yes, the answer is option A, summer. Children, when the northern hemisphere receives direct sunlight, it experiences summer. Fifth question, an imaginary line that passes through the north and south poles dash. Children, an imaginary line that passes through the north and south poles dash. Option A, orbit. Option B, equator. And option C, axis. Yes, the answer is option C, axis. Children, an imaginary line that passes through the north and south poles axis. Children, next one, second Roman, fill in the blanks. First question, dash and dash are the seasons that occur when the earth is tilted neither directly towards nor away from the sun. Children, dash and dash are the seasons that occur when the earth is tilted neither directly towards nor away from the sun. Yes, the answer is spring and autumn. Children, spring and autumn are the seasons that occur when the earth is tilted neither directly towards nor away from the sun. Second question, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called dash. Children, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called dash. Yes, the answer is revolution. Children, the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path is called revolution. Third question. The longest night in the southern hemisphere is observed on dash. Children, the longest night in the southern hemisphere is observed on dash. Yes, the answer is June 21st. Children, the longest night in the southern hemisphere is observed on June 21st. Fourth question. The earth completes one rotation in dash hours. Children, the earth completes one rotation in dash hours. Yes, the answer is 24 hours. Children, the earth completes one rotation in 24 hours. Fifth question. Dash is a fixed path on which the earth revolves around the sun. Children, dash is a fixed path on which the earth revolves around the sun. Yes, the answer is orbit. Children, orbit is a fixed path on which the earth revolves around the sun. Okay children, now I am going to give chapter 2 maps our guides worksheet revision. Children, first Roman, tick the correct option. First question, the map showing different countries, states is called dash. Children, the map showing different countries, states is called dash. Option A, physical map. Option B, political map. Option C, atlas. And option D, climate map. Yes, the answer is option B, political map. Children, the map showing different countries, states is called political map. Second question, a map without a scale is called a dash. Children, a map without a scale is called a dash. Option A, drawing. Option B, sketch. Option C, globe. And option D, symbol. Yes, the answer is option B, sketch. Children, it is helpful in conveying the location of a place. Third question, the ratio between the size of the map and the area shown is called dash. Children, the ratio between the size of the map and the area shown is called dash. Option A, scale. Option B, ruler. Option C, language of a map. And option D, legend. Yes, the answer is option A, scale. Children, the ratio between the size of the map and the area shown is called scale. Fourth question, what objects show the four major directions north, south, east and west? Children, what object shows the four major directions north, south, east and west? Option A, scale. Option B, map key. Option C, compass. And option D, atlas. Yes, the answer is option C, compass. Children, what objects show the four major directions north, south, east and west? Yes, compass. Fifth question, blue color in a map always shows. Children, blue color in a map always shows dash. Option A, plain land. Option B, hills. Option C, water bodies. And option D, marshy land. Yes, option C, water bodies. Children, blue color in a map always shows water bodies? Children, second Roman, fill in the blanks. First question, a drawing of the earth or a part of it on a flat surface is called dash. Yes, the answer is map. Children, a drawing of the earth or a part of it on a flat surface is called map. Second question, the direction between the north and west is the dash. Children, the direction between the north and west is the dash. Yes, the answer is northwest. Children, the direction between the north and west is the northwest. Third question, the ratio of the distance on a map to actual distance is known as the dash of the map. Children, the ratio of distance on a map to actual distance is known as the dash of the map. Yes, the answer is scale of the map. The ratio of distance on a map to actual distance is known as the scale of the map. Fourth question, high mountains are shown on maps in dash colors. Children, high mountains are shown on maps in dash colors. Yes, the answer is dark brown. Children, high mountains are shown on maps in dark brown color. Children, fifth question, the top of the map indicates the dash direction. Yes, the answer is north direction. The top of the map indicates the north direction. Children, third Roman, write true or false. First question, maps can be drawn to show a country, cities, even your neighborhood. Yes, answer is true. Children, maps can be drawn to show a country, cities, even your neighborhood. Fifth question, globe is easy to carry and gives detailed information. Yes, the answer is false. Children, what is the correct answer? Yes, map is easy to carry and gives detailed information. Third question, there are 4 major directions and 4 sub-directions. Yes, the answer is true. Children, there are 4 major directions and 4 sub-directions. What are the 4 major directions? Yes, north, south, west, east. What are the 4 sub-directions? Yes, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Children, fourth question. A person who makes maps as a profession is called a meteorologist. Yes, the answer is false. Children, what is the correct answer? Yes, a person who makes maps as a profession is called a cartographer. Children, fifth question. Usually, maps are drawn with south at the top. Yes, the answer is false. What is the correct answer? Yes, usually maps are drawn with north at the top. Children, next one, fourth Roman, match the following. Children, there are 2 columns. One column is question part and another one column is answer part. First question, dark brown. Yes, the answer is option B, mountains and hills. Children, dark brown, mountains and hills. Second question, deep blue. Yes, the answer is option A, deep water of oceans, seas, rivers, etc. Children, deep blue, deep water of oceans, seas, rivers, etc. Third question, blue. Yes, the answer is option E, water bodies like oceans, seas, etc. Blue, water bodies like oceans, seas, etc. Fourth question, light blue. Yes, the answer is option C, shallow water of oceans or seas. Children, light blue, shallow water of oceans or seas. Fifth question, green. Yes, the answer is option D, lowland regions. Children, green, lowland regions. Okay, children, I hope you all understand this chapter. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.